ladies, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's gonna be super different. If you guys have realized, we got a new background going on here. I want to try something different, something new. Ignore this vase here. We're gonna go pick up some flowers later today, but I definitely wanted to switch it up a bit and make it more homey, more like, you know, you're at your best friend's house and you're playing with makeup kind of thing. We are gonna sit here and play with makeup. Now, I posted on my Instagram a couple days ago of me going to Ulta and I bought some makeup and I'm only using one brand. A lot of you guys guessed and all of you guys got it wrong. To be honest, for some weird reason, a lot of you guys were like, oh, Morphe. You know, I got so many Morphe guesses. It was insane. I am doing my entire face using one brand only. Are you guys ready? So the brand that I decided to go for was, or is, Maybelline. Now, I know maybe a lot of you guys are like, Maybelline, you know, but I have not. I mean, I've used a few Maybelline products back in my day. And recently as well. But I've never done an entire face. Like, there's some new products here that I personally have not used. It's my first time as well. So I just decided to go with Maybelline. Let's go ahead and get glammed. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna start off with my brows. Now, I have never used this. This is the Total Temptation. This is their brow definer. It kind of reminds me of Anastasia, but obviously just a little bit more cheaper. I got the shade 310 medium brown. I didn't find a black. I don't know if they even have a black. But I will list all the products also, you guys, that I use in today's video down below for you guys, as always, in the description box. But here is what the pencil looks like. It does have a cute little spoolie. Está bien chaparrito y gordito. So here you go. This is what the brow definer looks like. So I'm gonna start off with the spoolie first, and I'm just gonna brush out my brow hairs. And I'm going in very lightly because I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, that's perfect. So I'm basically laying it flat down like this, and I'm just dragging the product. And I always like to underline my brows first, and then I buff it in the product very lightly. I'm obsessed with brow pencil. I feel like I can do my brows in like 5 seconds. Apply just a little bit of product going upwards. Go ahead and do this brow off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and applied my eye primer. Unfortunately, it's not by Maybelline, it's my Urban Decay Eden primer, because Maybelline does not have an eye primer, and I really want my eyeshadows to really stand out and stay on for a very long time. Also, another disclaimer, I'm not using drugstore, well, actually I guess Morphe is kind of like a drugstore, brushes. So I'm using a lot of Morphe brushes in today's video. So here is the palette, and this is what it looks like. And then you open it up, and that is beautiful. I absolutely love all these tones in this palette. You can definitely create a lot of bronzy looks and also very subtle and nude, and then you can just bump it up if you're going to be going out to an event. This is definitely a really good palette for that. So I'm going to go into my Morphe M441. So this is the brush that we're going to start off with. It's very fluffy. I also, you guys just noticed right now that this palette does not have a transition shade, but it's okay. I'm gonna go into the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in the shade 330. So this is what this looks like. And I'm just gonna place this right in the crease. Oh, yes. Perfect. Whatever we have left, I'm just gonna take it to the sides of the nose. And then with whatever you have left, start to buff it up towards the brow bone. But it starts to disappear because you're not adding too much product and you're just using what you have left on your brush. I'm gonna go into this shade right here, which is a dark brown from the palette. I'm still using the same brush. I'm gonna go into this shadow right here, place it right in the crease. Still using the same brush. I want something smoky, but nothing too over the top. Hopefully this doesn't turn into over the top. You know me and my bronzy looks. You wanna hug the outer corner just like this. I've never used this palette either. This is like actually my first time using it. So far so good. So I'm cleaning off my brush on just a towel, and I'm gonna go back into that bronzer shade, you guys, that we first used, and then just go on top. So I'm gonna go back into that dark brown again and just apply a little bit more. Now I'm gonna go into my Carrot T E28 brush, which is just this nice flat brush right here, and I want my eyes to look really bronzy, so I'm gonna go into this shadow right here. I wish they had the names, but I'll point it out. It's this one right here, and with absolutely no setting spray, I'm gonna go in straight into the palette, and we're gonna apply this all over our lid. So just like, and it's okay if we hit the crease because we're gonna go back into that shadow anyways to blend it out. Switching over to my Morphe M433, you guys know that I am obsessed with this brush. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this black right here, just the tip. And what we're gonna do is just start to like if we're creating a smoked out liner and then attach it to the outer corner like that. So it kind of gives us a nice smoky cat eye. Gonna go into my finger. I'm gonna pick up this shadow right here. We're gonna use this right in the center, brighten up the center a little bit more. Like that. And now I'm gonna go into the Maybelline Unstoppable eyeliner in the shade Onyx, which is just a black eye pencil. So this is what it looks like, so you guys can see it. And with this, you guys, we're just gonna go underneath to highline our eyes, get really close to the lashes, and that really helps to make it look darker. I love this eye pencil. It is so creamy. I haven't used it before, so I really recommend this. I like it. Now I'm gonna go into my S20. Again, this brush is from Morphe, but it came in a set, so I can't find it online, but any pencil brush that you have works. Going back into that black, you guys, the shade right here, just the tip of your brush to blend it out like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off this eye off camera, and then I will be right back with you guys. The mascara that I did apply is called Total Temptation, and I absolutely love the packaging. It is so pink, but the best thing, you guys, about this mascara is that I really appreciate the wand. I love chunky wands like this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just apply it, and I get as close to the lash line as possible. For lashes, I decided to go into the Ardell doubles. The size is 113, and I absolutely feel like these look so good on. And so this is the packaging. Apply some glue. The one that I use is the clear duo glue, and then while that's drying, I'm gonna go back into the eyeliner, and it's the Unstoppable. And what I'm going to do, you guys, is just coat my bottom lash line, but get it as close to the lashes as possible. Going back into my handy dandy, the Morphe M432. You guys also know that this is my jam, and I'm gonna go into that dark brown that we've used earlier for the crease, and we're just gonna smoke out the bottom lash line and set that liner. Then with lashes, you guys, try your best to get it as close to your natural lash line and pinch your lashes, your natural lashes, with the falsies. Just try your best not to pinch your skin because that hurts like a bee. And now to highlight our brow bone, I'm gonna go back into the palette, and I'm picking up this brow bone shade right here. And so then with that, I'm gonna highlight the brow bone. For the inner corner highlight, I'm just gonna go back into this shadow right here, the one that we use for the center of the eye. And we're just gonna place it right here in the inner corner. Oh, I love this color. I'm gonna take a makeup wipe. I'm just using the Neutrogena wipes, and I'm just gonna wipe off any fallout that we have before we start with skin. For my primer, I'm gonna go into an oldie. I've used this product before a long time ago, and it's a Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. Do you guys remember this primer? It was like so popular back on YouTube and on Instagram. The only thing though about this primer though is that it is silicone. You guys know I don't like silicone primer, so I'm not gonna put it all over my face. I'm only gonna apply it on my nose where I do have my pores. And then just like right here in this cheek area. Now I'm gonna apply the Lasting Fix makeup setting spray. I guess it holds your makeup up to 16 hours. I've never used actually this setting spray from Maybelline at all, so this is also my first time using this. For foundation, I'm gonna go into the Maybelline 24 Hour. This is their Super Stay foundation, which I've actually used before. It's such a good foundation if you guys have oily skin. I did apply it on the back of my hand, and then I'm just gonna place it everywhere. And I'm using the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Since I've already used this product before, I just know that it's gonna work and it's gonna hold up for me. Of course, we don't want to forget our neck. Blend down that neck. We don't want any lines of demarcation. Okay, so now we have our foundation on. Now for concealers, I'm gonna go into my Instant Age Rewind. Who remembers this concealer, you guys? It's definitely a oldie but a goodie, and I've used this for years. And so basically all you have to do if you're new to this, you just have to twist. Basically just apply it how you normally always apply your concealer. My nose to make it look skinny, because we can't afford a nose job right now. The shade that I have, you guys, is called Neutralizer, shade 150. And going back into my sponge and just blending that out a little bit. I love this concealer. I forgot how good it really is. It blends in so nicely into my skin, but it also doesn't feel cakey or heavy. Like, oh, this looks so good, you guys. I wish you can see this in person. Now to contour, I'm gonna go into the shade Tan, which is another of the Age Rewind concealers. So I put it on the back of my hand like this, and I'm just gonna pick it up with a brush. And I'm using this Too Faced brush that I got. Apply it right here. I am gonna take it into the eyeshadow just a little bit. Once we go in with the bronzer, it all ties together. With the cream contour, you guys, especially with the darker shade, you always wanna make sure that you are blending away. Para que no se mire, like the lines of demarcation. You want it to look as natural as possible and that you got a nice tan, natural tan. For the nose, I'm gonna go into my, I think it's a Morphe M433. And just go on the sides here very lightly. And then you want to buff it into the brows. Going back into the other concealer. And then just taking my sponge and just blending that out. Alright guys, so once we're all blended, we're going to go into a setting powder. So I'm going to go into the Maybelline. This is the Shine Free Loose Powder. So I guess it's really great for oily skin. It allows your makeup to stay on for a very long time. And I'm going to go into my Real Technique sponge and just pick it up and then set the areas where we applied concealer. Ooh, I like this color though. Okay, Maybelline. My chin. And a little bit on the top of my nose. Or a lot. I'm going to go into my Sigma F40 contour brush and we're just going to pick some product up and we are going to set the areas that we placed the cream contour. Alright guys, I am going to apologize. Apparently my camera stopped recording when I believe I was bronzing up with this, guys. I basically just set the areas where we applied the bronzer. And then for blush, I did go into this shade called Peach. It's a shade called Peach regular blush. And so this is the one that I did apply on my cheeks using my Sigma F10. And I felt like this blush is so pretty, you guys. I feel like it's a nice peachy color and I'm a blush girl, so I just love the way that it makes my cheeks look. Then for highlight, I went into the Master Chrome in the shade 250. I only applied some on the apples of my cheeks, just like this. To give it that nice glow. So once the light hits your cheeks, you have like that nice pretty little like innocent glow. And then for lips today, I did go into, I'm so mad it stopped recording. You guys have no idea. I'm like trying to play it off, but I'm pissed. I went into the Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade 118, and it's called Raw Chocolate. And then we have the Maybelline 55 Driver shade. So these are the two shades that I do have on my lips right now. It is so beautiful, you guys, and so stunning. It's matte, and what do you guys think of this lip color? I freaking love it. Alright you guys, and that is it for today's makeup tutorial using one brand only, and I used Maybelline. Let me know your comments down below what your thoughts are. What are you going to pick up? And don't worry, I will list everything down below in the description box so you guys can also pick up any of these goodies that you really enjoy. Love you guys so much. Besitos. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye guys.